What's up, Spikes? I'm here. That might be a little unusual, but few of the Spike feeders are missing for undetermined reasons. In completely unrelated news, we're here playing Flesh and Blood today. I have kidnapped Bill. He is now my prisoner, and we are holding him for ransom.
I'm here against my will.
But jokes aside, we are playing another Flesh and Blood Gauntlet today. I will be playing the Challenger deck, running through the gauntlet, and I will be playing Uzuri. She is a young assassin hero with 20 life and 4 intellect, and her toolkit allows for some sneaky tactics, shall we say. Once per turn, as an attack reaction, I can banish a card from my hand face down, and then replace it on the combat chain with an active stealth attack, surprising some special on hits, we'll say. And yeah, she's kind of funky. So in addition to that, we get to play an assortment of daggers. Of course, what is an assassin without her toolkit?
Exactly.
So today we are bringing the Spider's Bite and the Orbido class for attack actions and non-attacks. They all have mostly the same text. 2 resources to attack with Go Again. They have piercing. And when they hit a hero, the next card that they defend with of whatever associated characteristic gets -1 defense while defending. In addition to that, we have several beautiful pieces of equipment. We have our Crown of Providence, which is just a 2-block that lets us also fix our hand a little on an awkward turn. We have a Redback Shroud because I really want 1 piece of rebuy equipment, and there are some fun attack reactions that we can kind of discount and make free. We have Afflict Knives to throw some daggers at Bill's face, and we have a Snapdragon Scalers to give an attack Go Again, maybe go a little wide.
Go Again is very powerful.
Go Again's very good.
Something that I'm hopefully going to be doing once or twice is giving attacks Go Again.
Once or twice?
3 times, maybe.
3 times, oh.
Hello, I am Bill from Spike Feeders. Welcome to another Goliath Gauntlet series. I am going to be the one piloting the decks that are challenging the challenger, as it were, the Gauntlet. And to start us off in our first game, I'm actually going to be playing Dash. She is a mechanologist hero. She doesn't have anywhere near as much text as Uzuri does. She just allows me to start with an item from my deck in play, as long as it costs 2 or less. And I will be starting with Teklo Pounder, because this card is kind of cracked. It's kind of crazy. Once per turn when I boost something, I can give it +2 attack. And I can do that 3 times total.
It's just 6 free damage?
It's just 6 free damage. It's just a CNC, but
it's free?
Yeah, but a trinket.
That's insane.
Then speaking of trinkets, I'm also going to be playing Talishar. So this is specifically a weapon that people have been using in Dash decks because the game doesn't go very long anyway. You're boosting through your deck pretty quickly. Games usually last like 6 turns, maybe?
At most.
Especially in Blitz. So the fact that Talishar has the downside of destroying itself kind of doesn't matter. And it just presents 4 damage, which, especially during the end of the game, is a pretty awkward breakpoint and kind of necessitates 2 cards. Then for my equipment, I also have a Crown of Providence. Turns out card's pretty good.
Card's pretty broken.
It just adds 2 health and then lets you search for, or lets you filter your hand a bit, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of blocking and adding health, Teklo Foundry Heart also adds resources, which is pretty good in addition to 3 health. Speaking of the name of the movie, I'm also running Goliath Gauntlet.
That's the name of the movie.
You know this movie? That's the name. This is, with Dash, you play a bunch of attacks that are sort of payoff attacks that can cost 2 or more. And this, much like Teklo Pounder, just adds 2 damage, and that's a lot. And then Achilles Accelerator, just to, in case I can't boost, give myself another action point, which could be relevant one time or another. Basically just adds Go Again, which is pretty powerful. Anyway, with all that being said, I am going first. I lost the die roll.
I won the die roll, but I want Bill to go first because I want to hopefully just block out and hope that aggro doesn't kill me.
Yeah. So we will see if that's actually a thing that'll happen. But anyway, with all that being said, good luck and have fun.
You as well.
I'm going to kick things off here. I'm going to play a power card, honestly, in Dash. No. I'm going to play the 0 to 60. I will boost it, so I'm going to banish the top card of my deck. It's another 0 to 60. That'll go over here, and this will gain Go again. Because I've boosted, I will also be giving it +2 with my Teklo Pounder. So it's coming in for 6 with Go again.
I would like to defend for 6.
You have defended for 6. And then I'm just going to follow that up with, I'm going to play the Spark of Genius for 0.
Okay.
So I can search my deck for a Mechanologist item card with cost X, put it into the arena, then shuffle my deck. And because I have boosted, I then draw a card afterwards.
Sounds good.
And my item that costs 0 that I'm going to find is this Teklo Core, which is a pretty good supplement as well. And that'll come into play with 2 Steam counters on it. I will draw a card from the resolution of my effect. And then I think I'm just going to Arsenal this card for the end of my turn.
All right. Sounds good.
Passing to you.
I am simply going to present you a single action here.
Oh.
I would like to attack you with Surgical Extraction, pitching a yellow shred.
You're going to surgically extract me?
Attacking you for 4.
I don't want to be surgically extracted. It's a preference of mine.
It sounds like a weird preference.
I hope you understand. So let's see. I'm just going to block with my Teklo Foundry Heart for 2 and this payload for 3 for a total of 5.
I would like to move to reactions.
I don't like that.
I would like to play a yellow shred, targeting your payload, giving it -3 defense this combat chain.
Well, that has done the thing that it intended to do, so...
Excellent. I believe you'll be taking 2.
I will be taking 2 damage.
And I get to now look at your hand. So we banish the top card of your deck. It's not a blue card. And then I get to look at your hand and banish a card of my choice.
Yes.
Meganetic, high speed, high speed. As much as I do like gaining silver, making that bank, I am going to take the red high speed impact from your hand and hope
reasonable.
that you can't present much damage on your turn.
Well, I suppose we shall see, won't we?
We will. I'm going to Arsenal my last card and pass the turn.
Sounds like a plan. All right, we kick things off at the beginning of my action phase. This gets slightly less steamy, but I get 2 resources. Then with those 2 resources, I'm going to come in with this red throttle from my arsenal, which I will boost, boosting the zipper hit, which will then trigger my Teklo Core, or my Teklo Pounder, rather, to make it to come in for 8 with Go again.
8 is kinda huge.
It's a lot.
I would like to block for 5, notably with the other surgical extractions. You don't have to worry about that coming back at you.
Nice.
And unless, do you have any reactions?
I do not.
I will take 3.
Sounds like a plan. Then I think the rest of this turn is pretty easy because I'm just gonna swing in with this rusty blade of mine. This will be a Talishar attack for 4. And I put a rust counter on it. Once it has 3, it gets destroyed. But yeah, just punch in for Quattro.
I think I am fine taking that 4. I will go to 13.
Very good. Then I'll just let this last resource get out of here. I'll arsenal the last card in my hand and pass to you.
That Meganetic Shockwave?
No, what? Shush. You don't know.
I got to look at your hand. I do
You
know.
It's a mystery card.
I have a real simple turn for you again. I'm going to present you this Isolate. For blue Isolate. For 1, Dominate.
1 Dominate. Shakedown could be bad.
I have 1 card in hand.
You have 1 card in hand, and it could be anything. I don't think that I'm a coward, necessarily. I am a coward.
You are a coward.
I am a coward.
Okay.
I'm going to block 6. With my 2 pieces of equipment and my high-speed impact.
Would you like to trigger your Crown of Providence?
Yes.
Okay. Buy Meganetic Shockwave.
Yeah, now you don't know what it is.
No, now it's just in your hand. That's fine.
Yes.
It's 6?
It is 6.
That's okay. We can resolve the attack.
Yeah, I figured.
I will then proceed to pass the turn and draw back up.
Sounds good. I'm going to trigger my Teklo Core once again. Because it has no steam counters, it will be destroyed, but it leaves behind 2 beautiful resources.
They are really beautiful dice, aren't they?
They're gigantic.
Shout out to LSS for sending out these dice to content creators.
Yeah, and
Super
look,
cool.
and look, they're just
A side note, they're massive.
they're huge.
They're bigger than our dice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool, but also how dare you? I'm going to attack with the zipper hit. It is a yellow zipper hit, so it's for 4. I will be boosting it to give it go again, banishing the Scramble Pulse, and that will get rid of the last counter on my Teklo Pounder to give it +2. So this will be coming in for 6 with go again.
Can you stop doing that?
No. Well, I mean, I'm out of Teklo Pounders now, so technically.
Well,
yes.
that one, there's
Yes.
theoretically a second in your deck.
Who knows?
I don't want it.
Who knows?
Don't do that to me.
Who knows, truly.
I would like to block with this Razor Reflex from my hand and my Crown of Providence, resolving the ability, bottoming this card, and hopefully drawing another card to block with.
I think that's your second Razor Reflex.
That is my second red Razor Reflex.
Beautiful. Love to see it. I have no reactions, so I believe you'll be taking 2 damage.
I do take 2 damage, down to 11.
Beautiful. I'm going to be breaking the combat chain.
Okay,
I'm going to activate my Teklo Foundry Heart with this one resource I have floating.
reasonable.
I'm going to banish the top 2 cards of my deck, and if they are both Mechanologist, I gain, or if I gain 1 resource for each Mechanologist card I banish this way, so I will be gaining 2 resources.
You close the combat chain.
I did close the combat chain. I was busy doing other things.
You should finish closing the combat chain.
Well, I will also be closing my turn
Okay.
by playing this Teklo Pounder from my hand. And then I'm just gonna arsenal one of these 2 cards in my hand and pass over to you.
Panic! I would like to kick things off with this Ravenous Rabble. Flipping a blue Razor Reflex.
Ooh.
So this is only going to be coming in for 2.
2 is an easy value proposition. I don't even have to think about it very much.
Awesome.
I'm just gonna take 2 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to follow that up with
Is it another a Ravenous Rabble?
Isolate.
Oh. I think I gotta roll with it. Yeah, hit me with your thing. No blocks.
Activate Uzurian reactions.
I'm shocked.
I'm going to banish this card.
Still shocked.
Hey, look. It's a shakedown.
I remain shocked.
So this is going to hit you for 6. And on hit, because I have activated a reaction, this chain link, I get to name red, yellow, or blue, and then you reveal your hand, and I get to banish a card of the chosen color.
Okay. Well, I will be taking 6.
And I'm going to name... You don't have Teklo Core anymore.
Correct.
I'm going to name blue.
Okay.
What do you got?
I have a T-Bone, a Pulse Wave Harpoon, a Spark of Genius, and a 0 to 60.
All right, we take the 0 to 60.
It is gone.
I will then clean up this combat chain, arsenal my last card, and pass the turn.
I'm going to crunch in with my good friend Tobias here.
Tobias Bone.
Tobias Bone. I'm going to be boosting it by banishing the zipper hit to give it go again. And then because I control a card on the combat chain that was boosted, you must defend this with an equipment you control if able.
I'm going to put these Snapdragon Scalers in front
You
of
are
it
so able.
because it doesn't matter.
Yes. So also, because I boosted it, apologies,
yeah,
it does
yeah.
get +2 from this Teklo Pounder. So it's coming in for 5.
5. So I will block for 3 with this red Annihilate the Armed.
Okay.
And take 2.
Sounds like a plan. I'm going to follow that up by playing this Pulse Wave Harpoon from my hand, pitching this Spark of Genius. I'll have 1 resource floating, and I will be boosting it, boosting this Yellow Throttle to give it go again. And whenever it attacks a hero, they reveal X cards from their hand, where X is the number of times I have boosted this combat chain, which is currently 2. I choose an action card with defense less than or equal to X, then add it to this chain link as a defending card.
I would like to show you 2 blue Razor Reflexes.
Neither of those are action cards.
Correct.
So this will be coming in for 4 with go again.
I will block with 1 of those Razor Reflexes.
No way! Very good. Okay.
I will take 2.
Sounds like a plan.
Down to 7.
Then, using my 1 resource, I'm going to activate my Teklo Foundry Heart, which
Closing
breaks
this chain.
the chain. I will banish 2 Mechanologist cards to gain 2 resources, 2 0 to 60s even. And then I'm immediately going to pump those resources into another rusty thingy.
Talishar.
Yes, that one.
I will block with the other Razor Reflex for 2.
Sounds good.
Taking 2.
Very good. And I will be passing the turn back over to you.
Excellent. My turns continue to be very simple. From my arsenal, I'm going to present you this Infect, which has stealth, and on hit, I create a Blood Rot token under your control.
I'll declare no blocks.
Okay. Take 3.
I'll take 3.
And you get this Blood Rot.
Ooh. It's cold foil.
It is cold foil. They were skirmish promos.
It's very pretty.
I love them. I'm going to arsenal my last card
Very good.
and pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to start my turn off with a non-attack action.
Okay.
That non-attack action is BIOS update.
Oh no.
So this reads the next attack action card that I boost this turn gets +3. And if I boost a Mechanologist item with cost 2 or less to pay for a boost cost, I get to put it into the arena instead. I will be attempting to do that by attacking you with this zipper hit, pitching this blue zipper hit. So I'll have 2 resources floating. This is attacking for higher than this dice actually goes. It gets +3 from BIOS update, and then I will be boosting it to give it +2 from Teclopounder, boosting the second BIOS update. So yes, so this will be coming in for 10 with Go Again.
10 with Go Again is a lot.
10 with Go Again. That will also use up one of the counters on my thingy.
I would like to defend for 9 and take 1.
You have successfully defended for 9. I think I'm just gonna use this into my last charge of Talishar for another 4.
I will block for 3 and take 1.
Okay. I have no resources floating at the end of my turn, which I will be moving to.
Yep.
2 things are gonna happen. Blood Rot Pox, I will pay for it to not take
no.
that. And then Talishar goes bye-bye. I have no weapon anymore.
Okay, no weapon is good for me, but I have no cards in hand.
You have no cards in hand.
So I'm just going to pass back and probably die.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's
I'm dead.
start things off.
So dead.
I'm going to attack with this high-speed impact, pitching this blue throttle. To pay for it, I'll have 2 resources floating, and I will be boosting this throttle, this red throttle away. So this will be coming in for, with the last counter from my Teclopounder, for 6 with Go Again.
On hit, your next thing gets Dominate?
The next attack that I boost this turn gains Dominate, yes.
Great. I'm going to block for 6.
It has been blocked for 6. I will immediately break the combat chain because I'm going to activate my Teclo Foundry Heart.
Okay.
So I'll go down to 1 resource. I'll banish 2 cards. They are both Mechanologists. So I'll go up to a total of 3, which unfortunately that dice only has 1 and 2. So temporarily, we'll do that. I will be going right back to 2 though. So all will be right in the world because I'm going to present this zipper hit and I'm going to boost it. So this will be coming in for 4 with Go Again.
I'm going to defend for 3, and unless you have a reaction, take 1.
I do not have a reaction.
I will go to 2.
Very good. I would also like to attack you with this Pulse Wave Harpoon.
Okay.
This will not be boosted.
Okay.
And it'll be coming in for 4, and because I've actually, you only have 1 card in your hand?
I have 1 card in hand.
You have to reveal it anyway. So
Yeah.
I would like to make you reveal 1 card from your hand, and if it has defense 1 or less, which it does not,
Well,
you're going to be
boosted this chain?
this chain. Yeah.
Okay.
Just this combat.
Well, I have to give it to you anyway.
Yeah, you
because
have
I've
to
got
block
2
with
life.
it anyway.
I have to
So-
give you it and this Flick Knives, so I
Yes.
go to 1.
Okay. So we will see what happens, but I will be passing back to you. I have very few cards in my deck.
How many cards are left in your deck there, Bill?
Currently 2 left in my deck.
Okay, I'm gonna draw 4 and pass back to you. And maybe we're dead, maybe we fatigue.
Who's to say? Let's attack you with this blue high-speed impact.
Hey!
Pitching this Spark of Genius, I will have 1 resource floating, and I suppose I will be boosting this throttle away. So this is for 2 with Go Again.
I will block for 2 with a Death Touch.
Very good. I don't think there's going to be a more opportune time for me to do this, so I'm going to break the combat chain and my Goliath Gauntlets.
Okay.
I would like to pitch this zipper hit to attack with this Meganetic Shockwave for 6. It has no text because I have not boosted this combat chain.
I will defend for 6.
Okay.
I get to keep a card in hand.
You get to keep a card in hand, and I get to draw the last card in my deck and pass to you.
So your hand is a blue throttle, a Spark of Genius, and an unknown. Okay. I would like to present you this Leave No Witnesses, which currently you don't have a deck for me to banish from, but
pretty
I
cool.
can still just banish your arsenal if it hits.
Yeah, it will hit. I'll take 4.
Take 4, I banish your arsenal,
It is a maximum velocity.
which is a red card. I get a silver.
You do.
I will then pass the turn back to you.
I think I don't have a way out of this, but we will see. If you just decide to not block for some reason, that would be kind of interesting.
That would be an interesting decision.
It would be a play that you could technically do.
I guess so.
Let's attack with this blue throttle, pitching this Spark of Genius. I would not like to boost. I am
Okay.
opting to not boost.
You are
It is
choosing.
my decision and no one else's.
I will defend for 6.
Yes.
Cool.
I have 1 card in my hand and
and a Spark of Genius.
And a Spark of Genius. Yeah, you know what? I'll move to the end of my turn, put my pitch stack into my hand,
Sounds good.
and go to you.
I would like to present you an Enlightened Strike for 7.
I would like to block for 6.
I would like to go to reactions.
Yes.
Break Redback Shroud.
Yes.
And give you 2 Blood Rots
Okay.
with Spreading Plague.
Sounds good. So I will take 1 damage.
You'll take 1.
Okay.
And then we will move to your turn. You have no cards in hand, no
Well-
cards in deck.
Well, hang on.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
I would like to activate Dash.
Dash cannot be activated.
Dang it. Good game.
You die to Blood Rot. Because that's how we do in the pits.
I think it was very specifically a turn where you had attacked me with, I don't remember what it was, but it was something that necessitated a block, and it was the only turn that I was able to max velocity. It was when you had the shakedown.
Okay.
Banishing the blue 0 to 60, that was the hand where I was going to be able to max velocity.
Oh, yeah.
You
yeah,
had shakedowns to the blue 0 to 60. I needed it to
Right.
attack with. I didn't need it for resources.
Oh.
I just needed it to be my 3rd boost.
Interesting.
But yeah, that specific turn saved you from the max velocity. Which would have,
Excellent.
I believe, been like a 20 plus damage turn.
yeah, that would have
pretty
been
easily.
utterly terrifying.
Yeah, so
I'm glad that got stuck in your arsenal.
very
and
opportune.
We were able to sneakily dodge and stab you to death.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think that went fine. Some of my
I
banishes.
think that went really well.
Yeah, some of my banishes were just a little awkward. I got rid of, I think, half of my 0 to 60s just from banishes, which obviously those cards are just really good. But yeah, I think otherwise that was just a good game.
I think that was
You
a
hit me
really
with good
solid
on hits.
Yeah, a few good on hits and then just sort of trying to control the situation.
Yeah.
But this has been a deck that I've been kind of toying with, testing, brewing for basically since release. At the pre-release, I won the Cold Foil Uzuri.
Yes. So very
and
fancy.
immediately felt that's just kind of my thing. It's like very early on, I will fall in love with a hero and just commit.
Are you, hang on, you fell in love with Uzuri because you got the cold foil. Are you a bird?
I am a magpie.
Okay,
I
very
do love very shiny, pretty
I
things.
had a suspicion, but you know, I just never
do
asked
love
you directly.
very pretty things. I am a pretty thing. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. This has been fun, and we hope to see you next time in Game 2.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. Before you close the window, make sure you click subscribe for more great Flesh and Blood content.